Once upon a time, there were 3 little girls who went to the police academy. And they were each assigned very hazardous duties. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Charlie.
With the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charlie tell you why he's got you taking those lessons yet?
No, all I know is it's really tough on my
legs.
Those 2.
I'll get it. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Bosley here.
Morning, Bosley. Good morning, angels.
Morning, Charlie.
Hi.
Those lessons are getting to you, aren't they, Jill? Well, now I can tell you why they're so important. Bosley?
All ready, sir.
This is Karen Jason. She died 2 weeks ago in a roller game accident. At least that's what the police and coroner's investigation concluded.
Didn't she go over the rail and break her neck?
That's right. However, we've been hired by her sister, Barbara, to look into the possibility that it might have been murder.
Why murder?
Barbara's been worried about her sister for months, ever since Karen told her she was involved with a new boyfriend, an ex-con named Joe Esposito. Karen thought the boyfriend was into something shady.
Like what, Charlie?
Karen didn't spell it out, only that Esposito had big trouble and was starting to rub off on her. But then 2 days before Karen was killed, she called Barbara and said her boyfriend had disappeared.
And she also talked about a suitcase, but she wasn't specific. And Barbara was unable to learn anything more about what the suitcase had to do with Esposito's disappearing act.
And you think we can find out, right, Charlie?
Right, Angel. And post-haste. The trail's cooling off fast. Barbara thinks the suitcase could be the cause of both Karen's death and Esposito's disappearance. So, good luck and be careful. Bosley will brief you on your covers.
What about you, Charlie? How are you planning to play this one?
Well, as you know, Angel, I like playing my cards close to my chest. This operation is no exception. I'll be in touch.
He lives, Charlie.
You two hit the showers. The rest of you, get rolling.
Sorry, I guess I blew it, huh?
Now, lesson number 1. I say if you blew it or not. Okay? No one else. Not even you, Morris. I mean, he may own the team, but I run it.
Okay, Coach. Okay.
You got a lot to learn. You can't skate. And you had enough brains out there to keep yourself from getting wiped out. With the right size uniform, I don't think most of our fans are going to be watching your feet.
You mean I'm hired?
Now look, Barbara. Your sister Karen was one of the best. A freak accident killed her, and I was her coach when it happened. Now that bought you a tryout, period. Now starting from now, you're like any other jock on this team.
Rizzo, I'll do my best. I will.
All right, you can start by signing a contract. And Morris will probably want to talk to you, too.
That's Hugh Morris. You know, I've seen his TV commercials. Lone Star used cars, right?
That's him.
Oh, well, when he starts talking about the South 40, I really believe him. I mean, I've never seen so many wheels.
He's one of the biggest car dealers in the country.
Oh, is he for real? I mean, down-home cowboy type, like on TV?
Why did you tell me after you meet him? His office is right up there.
Oh, now, what do you mean, Harry? What do you mean you can't get a camel for the convertible commercial? No. No, definitely not. I do not want the hippo again. Have you ever tried to work with a lovesick hippo? You like my buffalo?
Yeah.
I took him in trade for a '55 Pontiac. At the time, neither one of them could run.
At least the Pontiac still had a chance. I'm Barbara Jason, Karen's sister.
Oh, Hugh Morris. I'm glad to meet you, Miss Jason. And I'm very sorry about your sister.
Oh, thank you for the check. It helped.
You mind if I look you over?
Oh, no. One owner, low mileage. Clean.
It was sold as is, little lady. You got a shape that'll sell tickets. I'll guarantee you parts and labor on that. You sit down.
Gee, car lots, roller team, an insurance company. I don't know how you do it all, Mr. Morris.
No, I don't, sugar. You see, the cars and the skaters are what I ride herd on. I don't lay a glove on the insurance end. That's duller than cold grits. Besides, I got a top hand running that store for me. A lady by the name of Jessica Farmer. And the name is Hugh. Mr. Morris was my daddy.
Oh.
I know. I'm late for my commercial. Well, I'm glad to have you with us, honey. I got a date with a camel.
One hump or two.
Now, either way, it's got to be better than a lovesick hippo.
Sabrina Duncan. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
And what can we do for the State Board, Miss Duncan?
We're conducting a routine investigation into the death of Karen Jason.
Well, there isn't much to investigate. The police report stated that the cause of death was accidental.
And Morris Insurance has already made payment?
We made immediate payment, according to the terms of the policy.
Now, our records list the policyholder as Tornadoes Incorporated, the company which also operates the skating team.
Correct.
And Tornadoes Incorporated is owned by the Hugh Morris Corporation, which also owns Morris Insurance.
Oh, I understand. The state board wants to make certain that everything was properly handled because two subsidiaries of the same parent corporation transacted business with each other.
Well, I'm sure everything is proper, but I do have a few routine questions.
Oh, of course, please, go on.
Do the Tornadoes carry similar life insurance policies on all the players?
The same as Karen and Jason, $250,000 each. Now, the team pays the full premium and is the sole beneficiary.
Oh, in other words, Hugh Morris is the sole beneficiary.
But it's certainly legal and very good business policy.
Did you know Karen Jason, Miss Farmer?
No, I saw her skate once at the stadium as a guest of Mr. Morris, but Miss Jason and I never met. I'm not into games, Miss Duncan. Roller or otherwise. Excuse me. Yes, I'll be there in a few minutes. Thank you. Was there anything else?
No. No, that'll be all. Thank you very much, Miss Farmer.
Anytime.
Good day.
State Board of Insurance.
Miss Sabrina Duncan, please.
Miss Duncan is not in right now. May I take a message?
No, thank you. I'll call back later.
Hello, Bosley here.
This is Carly Higgins at the State Board of Insurance. Tell Charlie a woman called and asked for Sabrina Duncan. And I said just what Charlie told me to say. So I'd like to collect my reward this Sunday. That is if Charlie's up to it.
I'll tell him.
Jeremy? I want you to check out a Sabrina Duncan. She says she's with the State Board of Insurance. They're investigating Karen Jason's death.
They suspect anything?
I don't know. I just called the State Board, and so far Miss Duncan looks legitimate. But I've got a feeling, and I want to make sure.
No problem. Miss Farmer, you have a college education, and I'm stuck on a 5-letter word for heavenly creature.
Try Angel.
Don't even wiggle, baby. 'Cause if you do, it's gonna be your last.
Garrett. I'm a writer for Woman's View magazine.
How'd you break in here?
I didn't. Karen Jason's sister sold me the key. Gee, you're strong. Look, I'm not violating any laws. I'm writing an article on women in the roller game. And Karen Jason's death is a sensational slant.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's a check for my overnight bag. I came in from San Francisco this morning, and the darn bus company lost my bag. I hate flying, don't you? You can see so much more by bus. Did you know Karen?
I know everybody who lives here. I'm the manager.
I don't mean like that. I mean, if I lived in a building with a manager built like you, I'd really want to get to know him.
Hey, wait a minute. Woman's View magazine. Isn't that the magazine with the male centerfold in it?
That's us. Hold that pose. Oh, boy. What's your name?
Red Loomis.
You know, Red, I think you'd make a great stud of the month. You made Burt Reynolds look like one of the 7 dwarfs.
Forget it. You know, you Gloria Steinem type bras turn me off. Just because a guy's put together right, you think he doesn't have a brain in his head. You know, I get real tired of being looked at like nothing but a sex object, you know.
Is that how Karen treated you?
No. Well, she was different than most. Oh, I caught her checking me out a lot.
Is that all? What a waste. If I lived here, I'd want to do more than just look.
Oh, yeah? Maybe you and I ought to get together some night.
It's a date, Red. As soon as I get my story wrapped. Now, what about Karen? Did you know any of her friends?
Nah. The only one she ever hung around with was another skater. A chick named Betty. Real tough broad.
What about Karen's boyfriend, Joe Esposito?
Esposito? Never heard of him. And I think you stayed here long enough, sweet chickie. Let's go. You're not even supposed to be in here.
And just when we were getting to know each other.
You come back here, you better get a letter from Karen's sister. Otherwise, you ain't gonna be getting in.
Well, I'll call first, Muscles, so you have time to put on a shirt. Oh, my baggage check. Thanks.
But I laid a little charm on the switchboard operator at the insurance board. Little chick named Cora Lee, and she spilled that Sabrina Duncan is an investigator for the board on special assignment.
So, she checks out clean.
Snow White.
Jessica Farmer.
This is Loomis. I just caught a lady writer snooping around Karen Jason's apartment. Said she gave Karen's sister some money for the key.
What kind of writer?
Woman's View magazine claims she was a Kelly Garrett. She's doing a story about Karen Jason. And she asked about Joe Esposito.
Well, did she find anything?
Well, I'm not sure. She had a Coast Bus Lines baggage check when I walked in on her. The Center City Terminal. I didn't want to act suspicious, so I let her keep it.
That baggage check could be a one-way ticket to death row for all of us. Did you get her license number?
That's 356 CFX.
What's this death row?
Loomis let some nosy women's magazine writer walk out of Karen Jason's apartment with a baggage check.
The baggage check be a claim for the suitcase Esposito ripped off to blackmail us with?
What do you think?
I knew it!
All right. Now, look, we have a new problem now. The check was from Coast Bus Lines.
Which terminal?
Center City. She's probably headed there right now. Here's the license number. It's a beige Mustang with a brown top. I want that suitcase, Jeremy. and we can't take a chance that the lady has looked inside it. I want her put out of business.
You got it.
And Jeremy,
Yeah.
use the napalm.
That's incendiary. You're going to end up with nothing but ashes.
That's the idea. Ashes and no evidence.
Tell Charlie I'm on my way to the bus terminal with a baggage check. Could be it's for the suitcase we're after.
I already talked to Charlie. He wants me to tag along if you're onto something.
Don't be silly, Bosley. I can take care of myself.
You don't understand. Things are starting to heat up. They just found Karen's boyfriend, Joe Esposito, in the L.A. River wearing a pair of cement floor shines.
Bosley, you know, that could be why that apartment manager acted so funny when I mentioned Esposito's name. He was one of those muscle-bound types who look like they can lift a ton but can't spell it.
Kelly.
Look, Boz, I can still pick up a piece of luggage on my own. Don't worry about it, okay? I'll be back to the office before you know it.
Miss Duncan, State Board of Insurance.
Yes. ESP, Mr. Morris?
You could say that. See, I got this thing about knowing people's professions on sight.
Especially if you've been warned beforehand.
Touche. Jesse Farmer said you'd probably be around. Oh, this is Coach Rizzo, the man who makes my tornadoes thunder.
Watch us! That kid's a tiger. She skates more like a sister every day.
The player who just scored is Karen Jason's sister.
Yes?
That's why you're here, isn't it? About Karen?
Yes. Watch it!
Are you crazy? I want to talk to her now.
I think I just did my first 2.5 games.
Yeah, without a diving board. Are you okay?
I bet that's how Joe Namath feels after 3rd and long.
Boom.
I've got a suitcase chock full of money, Charlie, and 5 phony driver's licenses.
Fine. Sounds like what we're looking for. There's only one big problem, Angel. There's a bomb attached to your car.
A bomb?
Yes, pull into the first vacant area you see and forget the speed limit.
How long have I got, Charlie?
I wish I knew, Angel. The suitcase, Angel, the suitcase.
Washington's. Well, what's your pleasure, Rolls Royce or a Ferrari?
Anything, as long as it's bomb-proof.
A rental car to replace the one that you demolished will be ready to be picked up this afternoon. You know, you girls go through cars like Evel Knievel goes through motorcycles.
Hey, Bosley, it was Kelly who was almost demolished, remember?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the car was in her care. Our insurance rates will certainly go up, and Charlie will bug me because of company overhead.
Bosley, the manager of the building Karen Jason lived in is mixed up in this somehow. He was the only one who knew I had Karen's baggage check and could finger me.
Well, why would Karen's suitcase be checked at the bus terminal?
Joe Esposito was booked on a bus to San Francisco the night he disappeared. It was Esposito's suitcase, not Karen's. The bag was checked in early in the morning, and when he turned out to be a no-show, it was rechanneled to the storage department.
Well, so Karen was really just caught in the middle.
That's what I've been trying to tell you about men, Jill. They'll do it to you every time.
You know, these fake driver's licenses with Betty King's picture on it must tie into the action Ann Perry was going to cut me in on before she made the injury list.
She's still in the hospital?
Yeah, for a week's observation. She fractured a hip in practice yesterday, which according to her is my lucky break.
Meaning?
All she'd say is that Betty's running the show and she'd talk to me when she's ready. I'm going to start pushing Betty this afternoon.
Come on, Jason, dig in. I want a big whip. You ain't doing this for fun, you know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, hold it, you guys. Hold it. Hold it. Jason and Betty, shower time. The rest of you, keep it rolling.
You were grooving out there, sweet cheeks.
You mean that whip earlier? Hey, that was all you. I just went where you threw me.
You just stay on your skates and let me decide where you go, and we'll both be looking good.
That's what Annie said before she got hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah, she also said a few other things.
Like?
Like, you had some solid connections and could help me get some heavy bread.
I told her to cool it until I was ready. It just ain't up to me.
Look, I've been Karen's younger sister all my life. Now she's gone. I want to do something on my own. I don't want to grow old waiting.
I'll have to borrow your driver's license.
Okay, you got it. What's the deal?
You keep pushing. There won't be any deal.
Oh, listen, Sabrina, Charlie wants you to meet an old friend of his, Emmett Winston Esquire, over at the Gallup brokerage firm in Century City. He'll be expecting you at noon to discuss the financial status of Hugh Morris.
Sabrina Duncan?
Yes?
Emmett Winston, Esquire.
How do you do?
Come into my office. This way. So you work for good old Charlie, huh? Sit down. Sit down. You know, Charlie sent me up the river a dozen years ago on a stock swindle. Well, then when my parole hearing came up, he talked to the powers that be and said he'd keep me on the straight and narrow if they put me back on the street. He said it's easier to beat the market than to cheat it. Like always, Charlie was right. Oh, would you like half of the straw meat?
No, thank you. Charlie said you might be able to tell me about the Hugh Morris Corporation.
A small conglomerate, traded over the counter, 11.5 this morning, down 12 points in the last 6 months. Went public in '74 by acquiring Mainland Insurance, a small independent insurance company with substantial reserves. Changed the name to Morris Insurance, but retained original management. President Jessica Farmer.
Any idea why it's down 12 points?
Bad profit and loss statement. The tornadoes have always been losers, but the puzzler is Morris Insurance. They sustained heavy losses from unusual policy settlements.
Well, what would that do to Hugh Morris's personal finances?
If the insurance company's heavy settlements continue, it could be pushed into bankruptcy.
Are you sure?
Miss Duncan, on any given day, I've got about $2 million in the market. I've got to be sure.
I see what you mean.
Oh, something Charlie might be interested in. Someone keeps steadily buying Morris Corporation stock, but not in blocks that support the price.
Could it be a takeover strategy?
It's possible.
Is there any way we could find out who the buyer is?
Won't be easy. But for Charlie, I think I can swing it.
Thank you, Mr. Winston.
Oh, to be 30 years younger. Oh, well.
How did it go with Emmett Winston, Esquire?
That sounds elegant.
Elegant? No. But lovable, yes. Emmett says Hugh Morris and his company are both on the financial ropes. He says Morris Insurance has very recently made some very costly settlements. How about you? Did you hook on anything we could use at the Bureau of Records?
Plenty. All 5 driver's licenses with photographs of Betty King are in the names of children who died before they were old enough to apply for a driver's license.
Then birth certificates are the ID they use to get the licenses. Sabrina, do you know how easy it is to get a birth certificate?
Sure, $2 and a postage stamp. But the question is, why does Betty King need 5 driver's licenses?
I'm having Bosley request a complete DMV file search on each license. Could be a tie-in between the phony driver's licenses and the auto accident claims Morris Insurance has been paying out.
Well, then that would account for the $180,000 in Karen Jason's suitcase.
And Karen's murder, if she knew too much.
What about Hugh Morris as a suspect?
Oh, no. He's a nice man. I mean, maybe a little lonely, but he's no murderer.
That down-home charm kind of got to you, huh?
No. But one thing I do know. He's not involved in Karen's murder.
Female instinct?
Angel instinct.
Okay. What about Toby Rizzo? Or Bad Betty? Or somebody else on the team?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from Betty. If she sets up that meeting for me, that could be the key.
You fake the accident tomorrow following the afternoon roller game. Betty is going to crash into your car. When the police arrive, she will admit that the accident was her fault.
What about the injuries?
Well, you're an athlete and you know when you're going to be hit. We don't expect you to be hurt. But the doctor we send you to will confirm your claim of a serious, permanent injury.
What if another doctor happens to examine me?
No way. The police report will show I'm at fault. So my insurance, whatever name I use this time, picks up your tab and mine. No questions asked.
Because I control Betty's insurance. I simply make a corporate decision that it is preferable for Morris Insurance to settle out of court rather than to incur a substantially larger loss later on after an unsuccessful court trial.
What does Mr. Morris say about the settlement?
Well, he takes my advice and leaves the insurance company to me. He prefers making TV commercials and playing cowboy with his roller derby team. He'll never know that you and Betty are involved.
How much do I get paid?
10% of the settlement to you, 10 to Betty. The rest is none of your business.
Accidents like this have to be reported to the Department of Motor Vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen when my name keeps showing up time after time? Aren't they going to think something's funny?
You'll only use your own name in the first accident to make sure your neck is on the line with the rest of us. After that, you'll be provided with phony driver's licenses and specially purchased cars.
Sounds easy.
It is. As long as you do what you're told.
Oh, I will, absolutely. I need the bread. I'll do whatever you say.
Make sure that you do.
Bosley, I just finished the meeting.
How did you do?
Oh, I'm in.
You sure they bought it?
Well, if they didn't, just tell Charlie I want a simple funeral. You know, no frills, no fuss. And then I want to be cremated and have my ashes scattered over Charlie's waterbed.
How did you know Charlie had a waterbed?
Oh, just an educated guess.
Uh-huh. I won't ask you where you got your education. Just meet me in the parking lot in 2 minutes.
10-4.
Barbara Jason, where is she?
Well, we worked out a deal and she left. Something wrong?
Yeah, there's something wrong, all right. We're about to be taken by our own scam.
What?
The broad's got a driver's license that says Barbara Jason. Her car is registered to Barbara Jason. Our contact in Sacramento got a hold of some classified information from the company that insures her car.
And?
The policy's carried by Townsend Investigations.
A private eye?
And that's not all. Miss Kelly Garrett, the rider we tried to bomb. After I got the skinny on Jason's car, I played a hunch. I found out the car we blew up was insured by Townsend Investigations.
They've got us.
Oh, shut up. They aren't police. They're just subpoena servers. I've hired 100 of them. They've all got their price. Only this time it's too dangerous for a payoff.
But we just can't sit tight.
I don't intend to. Jeremy, Loomis and I will take care of your unfinished business with Miss Kelly Garrett. The skater I will leave to you and Betty. If she wanted to find out what happened to Karen Jason, I think you should show her. Firsthand.
Kelly.
Yes, Bosley.
Listen, I've got Red Loomis on the women's view line. He says he wants to buy you.
He's standing in a long line. What exactly was his offer?
He said that you should go to the Backwoods Inn on top of Miller Canyon in an hour. Use the back entrance if you'd like a lot more of what you found in Karen Jason's suitcase.
Okay, tell him I'll be there.
Well, look, that's dangerous. I mean, you know that he's the one that fingered you for that bomb thing.
But now we know where he's coming from. And what good is $180,000 and some driver's licenses if we can't use them to draw Loomis and his friends out into the open? Bosley, I've got to chance it. Tell Charlie I'll check in with you if I smell trouble.
Kelly! Hi, Red.
I'm afraid I asked Lewis to stand you up. I'm Jessica Farmer.
President of Morris Insurance.
That's right. Won't you sit down? Would you like a drink or anything?
No, thank you.
Then perhaps you can tell me what else you know, so I can get you off my back.
I really think we're wasting each other's time, Miss Farmer.
No, wait, don't run away before you hear what I have to say. You may be sorry you did.
Sorry about what?
I want to make you an offer.
That sounds more like it.
For starters, I know that you and the skater posing as Barbara Jason are with Townsend Investigations.
That and a dime will get you an operator on a payphone.
I'm not talking about dimes, love. I am suggesting that you give me the phony driver's licenses and keep the money for yourself.
I've already got the money. So if you want the driver's licenses, you'll have to raise the ante. And don't forget about my friend.
You are tougher than I thought you'd be. How about another $50,000 for the licenses? All for you. You can forget about your friend.
What makes you think she'll forget about me?
Let's just say that your associate has been trying to follow in Karen Jason's footsteps. And in today's game, I have a feeling she's going to. All the way.
When can I get the cash?
Monday morning, after the bank's open. My office.
I'll be there. With a license to steal.
Kelly, where have you been?
I've been on a roller coaster ride.
You were at an amusement park?
Nothing amusing about what just happened to me. And that rental car you got me, Bosley.
Don't tell me. I don't want to hear.
What is it with you and cars, Kelly?
I think from now on I'm going to take a cab. Listen, Sabrina, we've got to get to the stadium. I think they're going to try to kill Jill the way they killed Karen Jason.
All right, just tell us where you are and we'll pick you up right now.
On the track for the first time in Tornado Red, White, and Blue, number 4, the foxy, blonde bomber, the hard-charging Barbara Jason.
My DMV files on all 5 of Betty King's fake licenses show major accident reports made in the last 6 months. And Morris Insurance shows up in every instance.
See, that gives us the evidence that we need for our case against Jessica Farmer.
And Emmett Winston discovered who's been buying all the stock in Morris Insurance.
Then whatever the details, the bottom line has to be Jessica.
With her partner, Coach Toby Rizzo.
Jessica Farmer and her friends are all facing murder 1 for the deaths of Joe Esposito and Karen.
Seems that Esposito started it all by trying to blackmail his former associates. So they eliminated him. And Karen when she got in the way.
Hugh Morris has a major rebuilding job to do on his tornadoes. I hope you won't give in to his inducements, Jill.
Oh, is that a counteroffer, Charlie?
I never mix pleasure with business, Angel. You should know that by now.
Is the real Barbara Jason going to try out for the Tornadoes, Charlie?
She's already signed up, and with a generous bonus. After all, if Barbara hadn't asked us to look into her sister's death, Hugh Morris would have lost everything.
Charlie, did you take Morris up on the deal he offered to replace my car with an identical model?
You bet your boots, Angel. But when it comes to horse trading, I have yet to come out on the short end. I not only beat him down on the price, I got him to throw in a special winner's trophy for outdealing him. It's a remnant of the Old West, a symbol of a vanishing breed.
A buffalo head.
Amazing, Angel. How did you guess?
Never mind, Charlie. But if you ever get tired of it, I know where you can trade it in on a '55 Pontiac.